All right.
Live from the Connections Studio Suites, it's Connections. Connections is relationship radio.
Well, my goodness. I almost called this whole thing off, and then I thought, you can't do that. You have to fly by the seat of your pants here in radio. And that's a true story. For those of you looking, you must recognize that face here. That is Colin. Oh, my God. Who is that? Colin Mochrie. Hi, and welcome to Connections. Good to see you. How are you?
Nice to see you.
Yeah, I have been a big fan ever since I'm a British television person myself. Love it, love it, love it. Before BritBox, I was there, raised on the dry humor of all those wonderful people. And I've seen, whose line is it? Anyway, forever. Been watching you forever. When you still had all the hair, I think, actually.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess I did have some, yeah.
A little bit. So, Colin Mochrie is with us. You are in town. You're going to be in Florida this weekend, as a matter of fact.
Apparently, yes.
Yeah, I've heard. I mean, it was moved from the pandemic, and now you're going to be at the Peabody this Friday night, King Center in Melbourne on Saturday, and you're also going to be there with your friend there. What's his name? Brad? Something.
Doesn't really matter. Brad Sherwood, for those of you counting, but really.
I mean, I knew his name. I just thought I'd play around with it. So seriously, tell us a little bit about what's been going on in your world.
In my world, well, I've been touring, doing shows. I was just doing a show in off Broadway for a month.
Oh.
So, and now back on the road.
Back on the road again. I know you also do, you have a daughter, son,
I have a daughter.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
I'm not sure what was going on there, but I know you're very supportive with that. And a lot of my listeners are identify as unicorns and flowers. So that's good. So how was that, though, when that all happened, may I ask? I mean, how was that a process?
I have to say it was pretty painless. I don't know if it was because having a background in improv, the yes and principle sort of kicked in, but it was a surprise. It wasn't a shock.
Yeah.
And we immediately got into our first responder emotional parents thing and supportive. And then the great thing about our daughter was she gave us videos to watch, scads of articles to read, so we weren't coming in totally blind.
I see. So there was information. It wasn't just like, surprise! And then, yeah. So, and you sort of saw the change coming through the years, I would assume.
Sort of, yeah. There's just three of us, and we've been a very open family talking about everything. So she first came out as bisexual, and then she said she wanted to explore more of the feminine side of her sexuality, and so it seemed like a logical step to go from there to there, and it's been incredible. All of her friends and people in her age range went, "Congratulations!" All our friends went, "How are you doing?
How are you handling it?"
Right.
Yeah, right. But how's been the reception for you as you've showed up at a lot of these Pride events too? I mean, you're not hiding in the shadows at all.
No, people are very excited and a little disappointed when they find out I'm not gay.
Oh, yeah. I mean that was a question at first.
Yeah.
For a while, we thought you and Ryan Stiles were
Very close.
Yes, very close. Yes. There was this Hollywood rumor that y'all had a rift. What was that about? That you and Ryan weren't getting along?
There was a story that I accidentally killed him. I backed my car into him. It's like, I just want to say right now, I have not killed anyone from Whose Line Is It Anyway. We're all very close, good friends. There's never been I think part of the great thing of doing the show, it's like 2 weekends out of the year. So we don't see each other long enough to get on each other's nerves.
See, that's what, and a lot of people say that about me too. In small doses, I'm fine. But if you have to hang out with me for a while, whew, yeah.
I'm big on the small dose.
Exactly. Yeah, like I said, in, hit it, get out. It's sort of like sex. So, anyway, well, that was actually my rule for many years. In, out, nobody gets hurt, walk away. So.
Well, I just have to be thorough.
I never really worried about that. So we're talking with Colin Mochrie. you are doing some crazy stuff. I love what everything that you've done over the years. What was your favorite? Your piece de resistance? What was the one that sticks out? One thing.
Well, I mean, the beauty and the curse of improv is that scenes tend to go away as soon as you've done them. And there have been times I've seen Whose Line and I go, I have no recollection of doing that at all. The one I do remember, just because of the reaction, was the one with Richard Simmons. Because I truly believe that was one of the funniest 5-minute pieces on television ever. And it was all because of his commitment and energy. And it was something that people keep reminding me about. They send me videos of it. So it will always be stuck in my memory.
Ah, I see. So tell us a little bit about Drew Carey. Was he cool to work with, or is he kind of a...
I tell you, if you want to know a millionaire, that's the kind of millionaire.
That's the guy? Okay.
Incredibly generous. He would take the crews and cast of both his shows on some trip every year. He was he was a big fan of the show. And for him, it was like, you guys do all the work, and then people come up to me and say how much they enjoy my show. So he was very appreciative of what we did. And I can't say enough about it. Truly one of the sweetest men in the world.
So why is it that all the Canadians seem to be so funny and most of us Americans aren't funny? I mean, I'm just wondering, what is with that?
Oh, well, I think, you were talking earlier about being a fan of British humor. We had a steady influx of Canadian and American. So we got to, I think, make a hybrid of both of them. We got Monty Python before America did, and then we had everything in between, like from Benny Hill to whatever. So we and also it gets cold up here.
Yeah.
So you tell jokes just to pass the time.
It is cold in Canada. I've seen that. I've been there for the summer, and they're like, "It's beautiful, eh?" And I'm like, "It's 60 degrees. This is not summer." Yeah.
Yeah, it's snowing right now. I'm looking at the snow falling out of my window.
I'm all right with that for like 2-3 minutes, maybe an hour, and then I'm like, bring me back to Florida, please. Yeah. I had enough of New England and the cold weather on that side. So is this going to be the Scared Scriptless? Are we just running off the riff here with Brad this weekend?
Yeah. Yep. Every scene starts with a suggestion from the audience. We like to say it's a live version of Whose Line without the tall guy and the black guy. Totally made up. We have audience members on stage with us, working with us. It's just a lot of fun.
It sounds like a blast. So if I was to throw out some weird scenario, you'd have to come up with something? That's the concept, right? So Whose Line is it?
I mean, the best job for lazy people. People shout ideas at us. We do it.
You figured it. Yeah, that is kind of lazy. You're right. I didn't even think about that. Wow. So, I'm going to sit in the audience and I'm going to think about things to yell at you at the Peabody. Suggestions. And I got nothing. I mean,
Let me tell you what we don't want.
Yeah.
Gynecologist or proctologist. Other than that.
I know. Okay. I'm going to go under the counter for a second here because I'm hearing some weird noises. This is going to look strange, but just stay right there, okay? All right. Yep. Let's see if I can fix that. Yep. Strange. Maybe it worked. Maybe it didn't. Who was under there, by the way? That was pretty fun. Nope, didn't work. Okay. So, Colin Mochrie, and your wife, is she funny too, or she just put up with you?
Yeah, she's very funny. She's actually the funniest one in the family. She's a great storyteller. She's very extroverted. I'm actually quite shy. So she's a funny person.
Well, good to hear that. All right, so now I'm knocking things over in the studio. Have you ever pretended to be a radio person? Because, that's what I'm doing right now.
No, I have done some radio shows, but no.
No, you've never done. Have you done the mock announcer stuff, like live from downtown Burbank?
Oh, I've done. Hey.
Yeah.
Everybody, for the mellow tones of Ozzy Osbourne.
Ooh, the mellow tones of Ozzy. Very nice. You are playing, as I said, this weekend. Playing. It's kind of a thing. You are playing and getting paid. You're going to be at the Peabody on Friday, 8 o'clock, King Center, Melbourne on Saturday, 8 o'clock. And, of course, tickets are available through Ticketmaster. How would you go about creating the mood? How do you actually take it down a notch and become serious? I mean, you're not always on, right?
Oh, God, no. I've been married 32 years. That would not have happened if I was always on. My work is separate from my life, really. Incredibly funny on stage. Off stage, wouldn't even know.
Huh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Something's happening here. I know, right? Something just flew up there. All right, now we're on the webcam mic. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. All right. So, Colin, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been an interesting little trip, hasn't it?
It's been interesting just watching you doing your morning routine.
Right?
It's really built up your core there.
I know. It's pretty amazing, but, that's how I handle myself. So, and I don't want to know how you handle yourself. Please don't. No, we don't. Let's not go there. But you sound so much better now that I've kicked all the machinery around for a minute.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's what we call back in the happy days the Fonzarelli touch. I just put a little, hey, and it's set. Yeah, it was a bad reference. Once again, my references are 40 years old. So
I understand them, though.
I know, and that's even scarier, isn't it, Colin? It is. It really is. I've got a couple of people watching us on Facebook and social media right now, and they are asking questions. We already answered the Ryan Stiles thing, but thanks for asking. No, he did not run him over. Yes, they are friends.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, that must really follow you.
It really does. It really does.
Okay, so Corey has a question. He says, a man, a horse, and a giraffe walk into a church. I'm like, okay,
Right.
And what do we do with that? Corey, you got to give us more.
It just shows how more diverse the churches have been getting lately.
Most definitely. Yeah, I can't do anything with that, Corey. I'm pretty sure that Colin needs a little more information, but thank you so much for playing along with the home game. Wow. All right, so it's called Scared Scriptless, which was very difficult for me to say, and I have to be
You got to be very careful.
very meticulous. Yes, or otherwise it will go very badly. But we've been talking with Colin Mochrie, and it's been a lot of fun. It really has. We've kind of glanced. You want to talk about anything else? I mean, I've got some time.
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
This is it for me. This is the highlight of my day.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I'm glad. And I'm sorry we missed our interview time earlier, but thank you so much for being wonderful and actually catching back up with us here, because I was really looking forward to it, man. I was getting so sad. I walked around the studio. I'm like, Colin, and then
Listen, I would never leave you in the lurch. Never, ever.
Thank you. I really do appreciate that. We're friends now, and that's a good thing. So it's been wonderful talking to you. I'm going to let you go back to whatever it was you were doing.
All right, I was just helping some orphans with some crafts.
Orphans and crafts. Why do I not
Crafts.
believe that?
Okay, well,
Okay.
you're free to whatever you want.
Okay, sure. And you were making Christmas ornaments, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh,
That is
beautiful.
key.
Go see him, will ya? Colin Mochrie along with that Brad guy. West something or other.
Just remember, Colin Mochrie, that's all you need.
That's it. It really is. Hey, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right.
care.
Yep. See you later.
Laughing time is over.
There you have it, boys. Case closed.
You've been listening to